going to bed.
What this content creator today is showing is fidgeting, and I love the example that she chose because as an ADHDer, it is very common for us to start to fidget right before we go to bed or when we're watching, for example, a TV show or a movie. So basically, fidgeting is something that us ADHDers do to help when we're feeling restless, when we need to regulate our emotions, or overall when we feel anxiety or we're bored. So it's basically also, like in my other videos that I've done, which is stimming, doing that movement to be able to, as I mentioned, regulate our emotions if we're feeling restless. And right before we go to bed, for example, as ADHDers, we struggle because we start to think, for example, all the things like, oh my gosh, like this pajama, why did I put on this pajama? It's not as comfortable as the t-shirt I could have, put on, but the t-shirt is in the laundry, so I'll just have to put it on tomorrow. These blankets, like, it doesn't feel like my weighted blanket. And we start we start creating that surge of anxiety right before bed. And for example, me personally, I can't sleep with a pillow. The only pillow I can sleep with is my own pillow, and I've had the same pillow for about 7 years now. And the reason why is because it's a memory foam pillow, and people have given me other memory foam pillows, but my memory foam pillow is the perfect distance and the perfect texture to where it's almost like I'm laying completely flat in the bed. And so right now, for example, I'm traveling for work. When I'm traveling like this, when I'm not in my own bed with my own weighted blanket and my own pillow, I need to sleep completely flat. And something that I'm shocked that this content creator didn't do, but a common thing for us neurodivergents is sleeping like the T-Rex arms. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of content creators that recreated like sleeping as a neurodivergent, and it's very self-regulating, and it overall allows us to feel protected. And something that I actually I'm a huge fan now. If you guys haven't heard of Vanessa, I can't remember her last name and it's gonna bother me. ADHD, sorry, but her name is Vanessa, and basically she's a recovering. She writes a book about social cues, and she's a recovering awkward person. And she talks about, and the reason why as neurodivergents we sleep comfortably with the T-Rex arm protecting our neck is because, and I'm sure you guys have seen it amongst men, especially when men by nature, as a man, when you nod up, it's because you feel comfortable with that person that's approaching to the point where you're exposing your neck and your artery, because this is our aorta artery. Like if you were to injure it here, you will bleed out. And so when you see someone say hi and they they look down, it's because they're not trying to not be friendly, but they don't feel as safe with you. Hence why they ask to nod up. By nodding up, you're expressing that trust with that person, with the stranger, with the friend. And so when it comes to sleeping as neurodivergents, that we feel the need to protect our neck is because of that reason. Because by nature, if we sleep with it open, we feel exposed. And I just discovered this actually when I was watching her interview in Diary of the CEO. And I was like, that makes so much sense on why us neurodivergents feel that need to protect our neck by covering it with the T-Rex arm. So if you guys haven't heard of her, I highly recommend investigating her. But anyway, sorry, ADHD. But back to the point as I was explaining fidgeting. So overall, it isn't easy for us, because when it comes to texture, when it comes to the weighted blanket, when it comes to our pillow, what we're wearing, the room temperature, all of these things are very key factors of when we're trying to go to sleep, and which causes us to fidget multiple times until we finally are in the perfect position, have a weighted blanket. And if you guys don't have a weighted blanket, I highly suggest you get one. It is life-changing for us neurodivergents. So as a woman with diagnosed ADHD and certified life coach, I approve this message.